Hi guys, Joanna here and Susanna, and together we are Susanna and Joanna,
Susan Joe,
aka
Susan Joe.
Welcome. Hope everyone has had a nice life thus far.
Yeah. So in this video we're actually going to be talking about Hillsong College and the different campuses that they have.
Yeah.
So I think for us, when we first started Hillsong College, I think one of the biggest questions that we had was, what campus should we go to?
Yeah.
Should we go to the city campus or should we go to the Hills campus?
So we've actually spent 1 year in the city campus, and we've actually been in the Hills for a second year, for another year.
So we've got 1 year each
to
kind of talk about. Our youth leaders back home in Hillsong London actually told us to come to the city campus. Which is why we actually came, but we actually chose to go to the Hills campus for our second year.
Yeah, so we're basically just going to be talking about, city versus Hills and like the pros of both.
Yeah.
Just to give you guys an overview, because I know that we wanted that.
Yeah.
So we're going to give it to you guys because we've kind of had the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
We're going to start off with city campus.
Yeah.
So pro number one for city campus is that it just has more of a mature vibe.
So when we went to college, we were 21 years old and we started in the city. And we realised that there was a lot more mature people. We had friends that were definitely older than the Hills campus.
Yeah.
So we kind of, even though we were 21, we still kind of got along with them because we still had a mature mindset.
Obviously, with the city vibe, you can do a lot of stuff. There's a lot more culture. I'm obviously going to talk about that with the other pros.
Yeah.
But it just has more of a mature vibe. You can kind of live the city life and the Sydney life, and also be in school. So they have that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So I think pro number one is that it has more of a mature vibe in college.
Yeah. Okay. So pro number two, it is a bit more smaller and a bit more intimate.
Yeah.
So obviously with us, we grew up in Hillsong London, so we were obviously, like, it was natural for us to be in a very big church and a big environment.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that comes from like small little churches, they love the city campus because it reminds them of their old church, and a lot of people get to spend time with each other. Everyone's close, everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
So I think with the city, that's probably your best bet because they everyone knows everyone. Like, everyone's, even in Hills, no one's left out, but I feel like with city, everyone knows everyone. Is more of a tight circle.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So pro number three, it has more professional jobs. So with the city campus, like the world's your oyster in a way, because you can do so many different things. Like our friend was a nurse, and then our other friends, they worked in like as receptionists, or they worked in actual professions. So it kind of means that you get more opportunities to do things that you might have left back home. But whereas in Hills, it's usually just retail, cafe, or just like construction working jobs that you have. So if if you're an older person, you still want to continue to follow your profession as you do college, city campus is good because you're in the heart of Sydney. Yeah.
Okay. So pro number four is you're obviously in the city.
Yeah.
So I think for us, I remember when when we used to be in first year, there was a time when we went to the beach before we went to a chapel service.
Yeah.
Which is obviously a dream, because if you were in the Hills, it would probably take you an hour and a half to get there.
Yeah.
So, and also we can walk to the city from where we lived as well. So I think if you love the city life, if you love going out, exploring, and you want it right at your doorstep, the city campus is the best place for you.
Yeah, 100%. So we went to a YouTube concert a few days ago, and where we used to live in the city campus was a 15-minute walk away from Moore Park.
From the stadium.
So and then it took us an hour and a half to travel from the Hills to the city. So if you really want to live that Sydney, city culture, have that kind of vibe, and also go to school, then I guess city is the best place. But obviously for us, we got very distracted, so it was kind of like a no-go.
So, and also we love museums as well. I know when we would be at home and it would be like 6 p.m. or 5 p.m, we would love to go to museums, but we can't because there's nothing really to do
in the Hills. But if you like the city vibe,
go ahead.
It'll be great for you. And last pro number 5 is that public transport is also at the tip of your hands. So obviously when you go to the CBD,
the tip of your hands. Well, tip of your fingers.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's on your fingertips. That's it.
But I guess the fingertips.
You know what? It's okay. Public transport is at your disposal. The CBD is very close to you. It's like a 20-minute walk or half an hour walk. So from there you should. So by the time you get to the CBD or get into Central, you can literally go anywhere. You can go to the Blue Mountains. You can probably go to a coast to another flipping.
Well, you can do that.
Can I say flipping? Yeah, but it's so easy. You can just travel. So public transport is very great. In the city.
So I hope that helps you with city. We're gonna actually move on to hills right now.
Oh yeah, and also just to let you know, these are the top reasons why we personally moved to the hills. We are, disclaimer, we are actually city girls, so we grew up in London, but obviously it'll be nice to just get, you know, a little taste of the suburbs. So pro number one, it's an actual school facility place thing. So obviously we moved to Australia to study, so just to have that kind of facilities school vibe is great. So they have the epicenter in the hills, so it's actual classes, so it's very much schooling, it's very much uni. So I just kind of wanted that. So if you're kind of looking for a school vibe, then hills is the best.
Okay, so pro number two, it costs less to be in the hills as well. So obviously when we were in the city, we used to pay $210 plus bills. But while we're here, we actually pay between $140 to $150, obviously plus bills as well. So we realised that the hills is definitely much cheaper, and our money stretches a long way as well. If you guys have your parents paying for your, you know, your school, you're better off coming to the hills because your money stretches a bit more. And you know, like you obviously can go to the city when you want, but your money stretches a bit. Actually, your money stretches a lot more.
100%. Pro number three, it's actually the hub. So obviously everything from Hillsong stemmed from the Hills campus. So if you want the whole, you know, you want to see everything that's happening in the life of Hillsong. Obviously Hillsong channel is based in LA, but you know, this is where it started with Hillsong. So if you want to be at the hub where everything started, Hills is the best place. And also with us, we're actually in the pastoral stream, but we actually, you know, we work on the art, so we do fashion and styling, and that's the best place for us to be because we obviously style and we do fashion and design. So that works better for us. That's one of the reasons why we did move to the hills. We thrive more in what we do.
Is this point number four?
Right.
Point number four is less distractions, and that could be a good thing or a bad thing. So obviously the hills is the suburbs, which means there's a lot of grass, there's a lot of bugs, there's a lot of space. So for us, when we were in the city, we got distracted a lot. But here we're very like, you know, focused in our books. So if you do want to take school, I'm joking, no. But we for us it was less distractions, so we focus more on our schoolwork. But it's obviously up to you of how mature you are. So there was less distractions for us.
Point number five. What's point number five? I don't know. Let me see what point number five is.
So point number five is that we're here. Imagine. And we're obviously in the Hills campus because it was good for what we wanted to do.
I already said that.
Oh yeah, so okay, there's no point number five, let's just be real with it.
Just come to the hills. Overall the hills is very quiet. Obviously it is the suburbs, so it does have a quiet and serene vibe. Obviously by the time 6 comes, then everything is closed. However, but with us, we know we get distracted very easily, so it has that kind of quiet and serene vibe. You can actually see the stars because there's not much pollution. So if you just want to have that, you want to take time out of your life to actually just be away and just actually like hear God. Not saying that you can't hear God in the city, but actually just be away from all the noise. This is something spiritual, but be away from the noise and just be in a quiet and tranquil space. I feel like Hills is a good place to come. But I definitely think that is a point. So that's point number 5.
So Hills versus City, it's not to say one of them is the best. It's what is best for you. So we've been 1 year in the city, and there's so many amazing things that we loved in the city that I wish we had here. And obviously we're in the Hills now, and there's so many things that I love about the Hills. But overall, it's about what you want and what you want to get out of it as well. But I hope that helps you guys.
And also disclaimer, you can get a job city and Hills. I feel like there's like a taboo where you go to the Hills and then it's like, oh, there's no jobs, oh, I can't find a job, it's so hard to find jobs. No, that's incorrect. And also the metro station has opened, so it's very easy to get to different stores or malls, so you can get jobs in both city and Hills.
See, because obviously there's more shops in Sydney, in the city, but it doesn't make a difference. Just so we hope that helped you guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to message us. We're here to help, and we'll try to answer as much questions as we can, the best we can. See you guys.
Okay, so for us, we're going to start off with city.